the top of the Empire State Building.
Z100, New York.
It's Z100. I am Shelly Rome. We have a special guest in the studio, up-and-coming artist. Is it fair to call you an up-and-coming artist?
Yeah.
Singer, songwriter.
Yep.
Let's see, what else did I learn about you? Skateboarder. Guitar player. Not a fan of seafood.
Not a fan of seafood.
Destiny Rogers. Hi.
Hey, what up?
Welcome to Z100.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's
Thank
such
you.
a great thing that you're here. We're really excited.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm glad to be here.
So you're working hard now. You have a new song called Tomboy.
Yes.
Which we're going to talk about in just a second. But
Yes.
we're talking about your adventures in New York.
Yes.
Is there something that is this the first time you've been to New York?
No, this is like my fifth or sixth time.
Okay.
So I come quite often.
What's your favorite thing about New York? Do you have a favorite thing?
I just like that it's so different. I come from a small town, so
Okay.
like coming to New York is just like so big and the people are different. Everything's like so fast paced and I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
So
Very different from California. Which
Yeah.
Just do me a solid. Just take the microphone and speak, put it so that your mouth is,
Hi.
Because there we go. I want to be able to hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, very different from California, which
Yeah.
is where you're from. Whichever everyone, and maybe this is just a stereotype in my brain,
Okay.
but everyone is so walks a little slower,
It is.
thinks
They
a
take
little
their
slower.
time.
They take their
They
time.
take their time.
Yeah, we're
When New York is like point A to point B,
Yeah.
we gotta go.
yeah, we're always running somewhere.
Yeah.
To a meeting or grabbing food or something. We're always late somewhere. It's a different vibe.
Facts, yeah.
Could you ever see yourself moving to New York, or are you like a Cali girl for life?
In the beginning, I was like, there's no way I can live in this city.
Yeah.
But the more that I come here, the more I respect it. I'm just like, yo, it's tight. So yeah, I'd be
There's a
down.
vibe.
I'd be so down if I had to. Absolutely.
If they forced you to come
If they
here,
forced me to live here, I'm down.
you'd survive.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you're I feel like your vibe is so California.
It is.
Right? Like
Just
the
a West
skating.
Coast girl.
Yeah, West Coast
Yeah.
girl. Even your sound is so Cali. Your
Yeah,
look
thank
is so
you.
Cali.
Thank you. Well, I mean, too. I'm just a Cali girl.
You're
Yes.
oozing California.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about Tomboy.
Okay.
Because I really like it.
Thank you.
A lot of people really like it.
I can't believe it, honestly.
Really? Are you
Yeah.
not surprised?
Well, I mean, obviously, I love the record so much, and I made this record in the middle of 2018, so we've held on to it for so long, and it was only just for me and my team to hear, obviously, because we haven't put it out yet. But when it came out, the night before it dropped, I was so nervous. I'm just like, man, what if this doesn't get the hype that I want it to and stuff, and the video, it was filmed in my hometown, and it's a female skateboarder. There's not really a lot of those, so I'm just I was just thinking of a lot of things people were gonna say, but I was just you know what, it's for the world to have. I'm just gonna give it to you guys, and you guys just do what you want to do.
Yeah.
So I got 10,000 followers on Instagram within a week. It's popping. It's popping off.
So I would assume not just being a new artist, but even being a Beyonce or something. I don't know why she popped into my brain, but every time you release a song to the world, I guess it's almost like you're giving a piece of yourself,
Yeah.
and it's a little scary.
Yeah.
Because you never know what people are going to react to. Are they going to like it? Are they going to hate it? Especially with social media, you will find out right away what
I
people
know.
think about you.
Yeah.
You know. So I would imagine it's got to be a scary feeling.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But then it's rewarding when people actually like it.
I know, it's very rewarding. My hometown radio station aired the song the night before it even dropped for the world to see. So a bunch of radio stations are hopping on it, which is dope.
That's huge.
To play it.
Wait, so do you have a radio moment where were you when you heard the song? For the
Well,
first time?
actually, for the first time,
Yeah.
it was actually, I was just streaming it live from my phone because I wasn't in my hometown to air it. Me and Amy, we were actually on a flight to go to Sacramento to do some radio promo, and we were on the flight, and our flight got delayed 20 minutes, and so we were on the plane, we were just chilling there, and I was like, oh my god, it's almost, what time did it air, 3 o'clock? We were like, it's almost 3, I was like, you think the plane will be in the sky? It was 2:47, we're like, no, it won't be, and so we're like, alright, so pulled up my phone, and we streamed it online, and we heard it on the radio. I was recording, and we were playing on Amy's phone, and that was the first time we heard it, but in the car, actually, was that night. It aired again at 9 p.m.
Wow.
So me and all of my homies and some family, we were chilling in my cousin's Jeep, and
just listening.
turned up the car radio. We had the windows rolled down. It was just after dinner. We were all just packed in this car, and we just blasted it, and
That's
then
so
some more
cool.
of my cousins pulled up in the car next to me. Like, it was so dope.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. It's the typical, I heard my song on the radio first time moment.
And
I
it was
love
in
that.
my home, because Sacramento wasn't too far from Lodi, so we flew into Sacramento, and then I drove to Lodi to spend it with my family and friends. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's something huge to celebrate. That's really crazy.
No, I know, it was mind blowing.
Are you ready for the ride? Because
Yes.
What do they say? Like, it takes you super long to get to that moment, and then once you're there, it just
goes.
starts spinning.
Yeah, it's like already spinning.
Yeah.
Like,
Really?
yeah, I mean, ever since I moved to LA, I just moved to LA in January.
Okay.
So, like, I got my own crib or whatever, and, you know, I'm like, there's still stuff in boxes. Like, I haven't had time to just unpack and, like, get my apartment the way I want it.
Mm-hmm.
So, ever since I moved here, it's just been on the go. Like, just performed at South by Southwest in Austin. Been going to New York a lot, and then I just went to Toronto for the first time last week. So, like, we out here.
You're
It's
doing a
fun.
lot.
It's so fun.
How
I
are
love
you
it.
adjusting to this new way of life? Just like all the travel and being in different cities every day. Do you find it sort of you're adapting or?
I'm adapting
Okay.
just because I've been wanting this since I was so young, and I always imagined myself, I'm going to have to do this one day, get in a van with my team and, you know, go to radio stations like this, and, like, you know, so, like, I've always prepared myself for this. And now that I'm here, I'm just like, all right,
Let's
I've
go.
worked hard, I'm here, let's hit the gas, let's go.
It's time to enjoy. Wait,
Yeah.
so let's go back. So,
Okay.
I read. I hate when I meet new artists and I'm like, let me tell you about you and what I read about you, because you could be like, that's totally not true. It's a made up story. You started singing at what, like 9 years old?
Yeah, I was like 10. I was
Okay, and how did you figure out you could sing or you wanted to sing?
Yeah, so, like, I started playing guitar first. Justin Bieber actually taught me. I, like, just would watch YouTube videos of him playing guitar and singing.
Yeah.
And I had a guitar, so I was just like, I'm going to see if I can do what this kid's doing, right? So I got my guitar, and then I would just copy his fingers, copy his strumming, and then once I would learn one song, I'd click on another video and learn a different song. And my dad's a musician as well, so he came home from work one day, and he was like, do you know what you're playing? And he was just like, why are you playing guitar? He was like, this is crazy. He was like, do you know what you're playing? And I'm like, no, I'm just going off of what I see and, like, what I'm hearing. And he was like, come here. So he took me to his piano, and then he was just like, all right, play that chord right there. And so I would strum a chord, and he'd be like, all right, that's a C. Okay, that's a G. That's an A. And so he's also a worship leader. So I was born and raised in church, and he seen me getting better and, you know, learning different songs, and he was like, can you play for us, like, on a Sunday?
What?
And so I was like, absolutely, let's do it. And so every Sunday I would be up on stage in front of the whole congregation on Sunday mornings just playing guitar, and then just started, like, getting feedback, like, oh, she's a good guitar player, da-da-da-da. And then I was like, I'm just going to try to sing. And so it's just like one day I just started singing. I wanted to be like Justin Bieber so bad, so I posted a YouTube video and posted it on Facebook, and all of my friends from school seen, and they were just like, oh my God, you sound so good. And I was like, thanks. And so I just started moving forward with it, and then
That's great.
fell
So
in
when
love.
the first note came out, you're like, oh, this sounds really good. Oh, I can do this. Because not everybody, you're like, oh, no, I should never sing. That's just
Yeah.
terrible.
It's just like when I started singing, it's kind of just like I didn't have the mentality of telling myself that I sucked.
Good.
It was just like, I want to be this kid that's on my computer right now.
Right,
So
right.
I'm going to do it.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
dope. Because it's so important. Because we could be
Yeah.
like, no, I'm not good. I can't do it. I'm not going to try anymore.
No, I never had that
That's awesome.
mentality.
That's so
Never.
great.
Yeah.
So the song.
Okay.
So Tom, what's a tomboy to you? Like, what does that
I just
mean?
think it's just a girl that kind of just doesn't really care about her appearance and is just kind of like laid back and chill.
Yeah.
And I mean, for me, like I don't wear makeup, and I wear baggy clothes, and, like, I skate. I'm very athletic, so, like, I just think a tomboy is just someone who just doesn't really listen to what anybody has to tell them, and
You
It's
cannot
just
be
dope.
boxed in.
you can't be boxed in. And, like, I mean, yeah, pretty much. That's
Yeah.
just who I am.
Just being yourself, being an
Yeah.
individual.
Yeah, I mean, everyone would just call me that throughout my whole childhood, and I was like, oh, I guess I am a tomboy.
And you know what's crazy? That always used to be such a negative term. Like,
Yeah.
I would get called that too. But I like this. I like that this is sort of like a song that you can, like, everyone can be like, yeah, that's me, and it's not a bad thing. It's like a cool thing.
Yeah.
She's dope, and now I'm dope. And
Yeah.
this is like, it's really cool.
Yeah.
I like
so.
that. Okay, so let's just talk about the song. Are you a writer? Did you write on the song?
Yeah, like, I co-wrote it with another songwriter.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's that like for you? How do you come up with a concept of a song?
Honestly, I think how I do things is I go into a studio, into a session, like, I don't really have ideas yet.
Mm-hmm.
I just go with the vibes and what everyone in the room is feeling. Like, so, like, what's your guys' like vibe for today? What you trying to do? And so then we bounce off ideas. So, like, how Tomboy went down was I was just in a session with Whitney Phillips. She also co-wrote the song with me, and we were together. And she was like, "What have you written about yet?" And I was like, "I've already written about relationships and heartbreak and other things like that." I was just like, "Why don't I just write about who I am?" Like, nobody knows that I skate, because like I flaunt that I do music, obviously. So like no one knows that I skate on the side. Like, I don't wear makeup, you know, like, I have a lot of guy friends. I was like, why don't we just write about that? Like, because I'm a tomboy. Right when I said that, everyone in the room were like, yo, that's the song. Like, name it Tomboy. And so, so yeah, we just had the name of the song already. We're like, all right, let's write it. And so the process was, like, super easy, and it just came to us so naturally.
It was meant to be.
So it was meant to be, and we're like, all right, we're going to use this as the introduction song. So
it's a really good song. Like, it's a really, really, really good song.
Thank you.
I really like it.
Thank you.
And it reminds me that it's okay when someone says, you're such a tomboy.
No, it definitely is. It's just like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
That's your opinion. I'm just doing my thing.
So, okay, your EP's dropping Friday. Is that still correct?
Yeah, it is very correct.
Yay! This is your first experience with having an actual body of work in the world.
I'm not nervous anymore. I'm excited now because I have, like, a lot of, like, followers and, like, I guess fans that just, like,
I saw you just got
wanting
verified.
more. I did just get verified on Twitter. I did. Freaking stoked on that. But I just have a lot of people that are like, yo, please continue doing music. And I was like, oh, no, it's coming.
Yeah.
So, like, they're all ready. They're like, drop new music soon, please. And I was like, oh, little did you know, I'm dropping a little 4 new songs on the EP. So...
Listen, I'm excited to hear it. If this is just the beginning, I'm really excited to hear this new music.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
We obviously support you here.
Thank you.
We're behind the movement.
Thank you.
And that's what it feels like. It feels like it's going to be some sort of movement. So we're just excited to watch it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
Spiral
that.
out of control, but in a good way.
I'm excited too.
Destiny Rogers, new song Tomboy, EP's dropping Friday.
Yep.
We're ready. We're ready for you.
Yep. Thank you so much.
From the top of the Empire State Building.
Z100.